Hey y'all, welcome back. I'm Courtney and this is Co-Creative. So today I am gonna paint a sunflower. And this is a canvas pad. I just bought it off of Amazon and we're just gonna spray it down with water so that the background goes on fairly easily and spreads out pretty quickly. Only thing is you might have to wait, or you could get a blow dryer and blow it dry really fast. But anyway, I'm gonna do a background that's really looks kind of like a sky, so that it's like a sunflower sitting in the fields on a hot summer day. That's what I was gonna try to go in here and do something like maybe have cloud. This is not the best brush for clouds by any means. This is more or less me just playing around with what I have. If you have suggestions for brushes, please, I am all ears. I don't have a preference. Same with paint, I really don't have a preference. I'm using Winsor Newton right now, and they're acrylic. But I also have Dollar Tree paint here, and I have paint that may be 20 years old. I don't even know at this point. So I don't know until I open it and I'm like, oh yeah, you're old. You probably should get tossed, when it won't even open up, when the lid is completely caked on and shut. So let's see. We're gonna just do a little bit of a cloud action, nothing heavy, nothing really intense, just some simple clouds. I've played around with clouds before, never really mastered it, but I have played around with it. I like to do like pinks and purples, kind of a sunset cloud situation. I think that's always fun. But that is my goal, is to get to learn more about how to paint the clouds in more complex ways. See, this is why you need to probably get new brushes so they don't fall apart on you while you paint. But that's okay. We'll just dib-dab over that. Okay. Nope, sir, you need to get off of there. I'll brush you down. Not like it really matters, because I'm about to put a big old sunflower right over it. Let me get this bottom portion here. And I don't like the last painting. My daughter said it looked like it was floating, so I'll probably try and ground this one. Maybe it'll look like it's going to the ground. We'll see what happens. All right, so that's the base. Like I said, I'm gonna move through it pretty quickly so I don't overthink it. I am gonna use this cup as, should I do small? Should I do smaller? See, when I did my practice, I did a really big circle, and I don't necessarily know if I wanna do a big circle. Maybe we'll do a small one this time around and see what happens. So I'm working on centering it, and this is just kind of a rough estimate so that I have a circle. There we go. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come through here really quick and draw some flames. And the way I want my flames, and you can do your flames however you want, is I like petals. I'm thinking of flames because I want them to look like flames. I like the sunflowers that look like they have movement. And so to me, it's a sunflower. It's gonna look like the sun, and the sun has little wispy flames. And well, that's at least how I see it. So these are kind of move a little bit, but I don't want all of them to look the same. So there may be some that are a little bit just pointy at the end, and some that might be a little bit broader than others, like here. right, so that's a good rough start. So I'm gonna go back over it really fast. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in with, and I might just start here with the white. At this point, I'm just trying to get some of that green cast, but it's fine because really that kind of gives it a shadow. And I'm gonna go back in with a darker color and we'll go from there. But right now I'm just giving it a little bit more dimension. And honestly, I wish the petals were more distinct touching the center part. So I'll probably have to go in and clean that up, but that's okay too. We'll work with it. We're not here for perfection. We're here for creativity and exploring and learning as we go. So come back over here. I guess that's where I started. All right, so we're gonna do that. And I'm thinking I'm gonna come in here with this right now so that I can get a gauge for the center. Put you back here. I'm gonna bring you here. Get a little bit of black here. What I'm doing is I'm just kind of going in here. I think I am gonna go back and do yellow on the inside here. Make it a darker yellow so it looks like there's petals going behind it, like that. And again, I don't necessarily know what I'm doing. You're not here for teaching. I am not the teacher. I am very much a student. But I want to share my journey with you guys because it's progress, you know? Every time we paint is progress. Every time we challenge ourselves to do something that we're uncomfortable with doing, you know, we learn from it. And that's the beautiful thing about it. Okay, so maybe if I make noises. I'm gonna have to fix that there, or not. Maybe I'll just leave it the way it is. I don't know. Okay, now I'm gonna do a darker brown. I'm gonna come in here with a burnt umber. And we're gonna add some burnt umber in here, and I might do some yellow highlights for that. We'll see. Maybe I'll come in and kind of smear it a little bit so it kind of gets lighter towards the center. And then maybe in the center, I'll do maybe more like yellow and white highlights. So it kind of gives the illusion that it's growing kind of, because you know, like the sunflower, it's kind of mounded in the center. It's not completely flat, so you want it to have like it's like the light's hitting the center part here because it's protruding a little bit more, if that makes sense. So maybe just add that up here. Woo, that was a little bit bright. Didn't mean for that to be that bright, but that's okay. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of yellow here. Just get a little bit more different colors to it. And you know what? I don't want to over fuss it. I don't. So I'm going to leave that be. I'm going to let it be. Leave it alone. Don't mess. No more messing. Put a little water. Where'd you go? Water. There. Okay. I'm going to come up in here. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to add a darker color at the base of these flowers. And then I'm going to come back over and maybe do another lighter highlight, and hopefully my head's not in the way. But yeah, I'm just gonna come up from this base here with a darker color, like that. Okay, so now I'm just gonna come in. I've got a little bit of a bright lemon yellow, and I'm gonna come in here, and hopefully I don't regret it doing with this big brush. Maybe I'll come in with a finer, more detailed brush, do some light strokes, and get some water on it, because that water definitely helps it glide. And that's what we want. We just want it to glide. We don't want it to get stuck. We want it to glide. All right, here we are. And so naturally, we'll just come up in here, kind of clean up these edges a little bit. Let it just pick up a dark color. And this is such a thin brush, it's not going on. I gotta pile it on so it sticks. Woo! I got a glob. I got a glob. Ah! It's okay. Okay, now I'm gonna go back there with just a little bit of white. And this is just really like highlight, just a dab. Here we are. Okay, so not overthinking it. I'm gonna put this a little bit more white there. Just gonna go back in here with a little bit more highlight. Okay, don't overdo it. So now I'm gonna do the green. I'm gonna come in here with the base and maybe No, this is too stiff. What brush do I want to use? That one's too big. That's too big. That one was too flimsy. That one was too flimsy. Oh, I thought I had a smaller one. This is actually perfect, but I did the same thing I did with that other one. I left it out. Don't do what I do. Be better about your brushes. All right. I want to make it look like the stem is peeking out. Just gonna do a base. Then I'm gonna come back through with the highlight. And really, you could come in there with all the colors and just drag it up and it would be good. So, here we are. Let's see. I'm gonna come in here with a darker. A little bit of water over here. Just kind of go up with it. Beep, 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 beep. Oops, made it a little thick there. I'm gonna have to go back over that. That's okay. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens, and that's okay. I can't tell if I want it to come out right there or not. Maybe I do. All right, well, that's what we're doing. Maybe that stem's a little too thick, but that's okay. Sometimes you have thicker stems. That's just how it goes. Sometimes. Sometimes you got thick stems. Sometimes you got thin stems. Well, you're not here to judge the stem. The stem's just being the stem, you know? We just gotta get in here and capture some of that light in the shadow there. Do, 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 do. See, it's really not that hard. You're just coming in. And probably, you know, you think probably be a little bit darker close to the flower because the sun's not getting up in there. And then as you come down lower to the bottom, when that sun comes in, it starts hitting it. Probably have a little bit more light down here. Then you just add it to it. Like, oop, look at that. Look at that. That light hit it right there. Boom. 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 Perfect. All right, so then we're gonna move on to the leaf. And here's a leaf stem. Boom. And we just want to capture some of that movement. And it helps to make the noises. All right, and then we'll go like that. Oopsies. See, kind of messed up there, but that's okay. I might make that a little bit thicker over here. Just like that. And sometimes it's fun because you can see, like, as you do it, the leaf kind of unfolds itself. Its own little personality kind of comes out. And then you, as you see it in the picture, you just kind of amplify it. Let's see. Really want. Right now I've got a glob. Kind of got a globly group. Yep. A little bit of light. Maybe a little bit darker right here. Okay, we're gonna stop for now on that. We're gonna move over to this one, and I can't really see this one as well. That's all right, we're just gonna move with it. Guys, that's the painting for today. We moved quickly through it. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time.